Um, um, um. Hey everyone, welcome to Watch It Paint It. I'm Benson, and today I'm going to be painting some Beastgrave models. I'm not going to be painting them, I lied. I'm going to be building them. I'm going to be building some models from Warhammer Underworlds Beastgrave. Now, the Beastgrave set does actually come with a handy guide that shows you exactly how to put together these models, which I have here, and I shall be using this while I build these models. But if, like Ben, he comes from a board game background, so his models, when he paints them, they're normally pre-built, they're already built. He's not super confident at how to do these, so I just wanted to do a really quick video just to show you guys how simple it can be. Just follow the instructions, and in no time at all, we will have a fully functional warband all ready to paint. Now, it does say you don't have to use glue, so I'm hoping that's the case because I haven't got any glue handy, but they are meant to be push fit, it should be easy. And Ben has splashed out and bought me some actual Citadel clippers, so I'm very excited to use these and give these a trial run, see if they're any good. Ugh, I can't get them out of the box. They're out of the box. We are laughing. So I've got these beauties to give a go. So that's quite exciting. I have been nagging him for a while to get me some quality product, so that's good, that's good. Now I've chosen to do Skaeth's Wild Hunt today, so I'm going to move these beastmen out of the way. And these are the guys I'm going to be building today. And I'm going to start off with Skaeth the Huntsman. He's the leader. He's on the biggest base. He's the biggest guy. I like it. In this guide, it's section 7. As you can see here, section 7, and it says I need piece 1 and 2. So let's find them on this sprue. Looks like, this is piece 1 here. So we're going to need to clip there, there, and here. Oh, and a little one on the tail. So here we go. This is the first clip with the Citadel clippers. Give this a go. So we're going to do this as tight to the model as we can. Hot knife through butter. Beautiful. And we'll try and get in here. It's tricky doing this under a camera, to be fair. And we'll do this hoof here as close as we can to it. Then there's this knee joint here. I think we'd better do this way around. And on the elbow. And then lastly, we're going to do this front hoof. And we can see here there's a pin, a peg, sorry. This looks a lot like it's going to be going into the base. So I think we'll do that just under here. Make sure we don't chop the actual thing. And off it pops. And there we go. That is piece number 1 chopped off. So now we need piece number 2, and that's this one here. So we'll quickly do that. Hope this is all staying on camera. It's quite tricky doing this with a camera in front of me. Here we go. Whizzing through. I would like to say these clips are beautiful. So smooth, so smooth. And right, looks like from the guide we just have those 2 pieces first, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little file, and just where we've clipped it, where there's tiny bits of roughness, we'll just give it a little file down and just make sure we get those bits of roughness off there, and it'll help with when we undercoat and when we paint. We don't want any unnatural pooling or mold lines showing through the paint job, basically. So I'll get that done. Okay, and there we have it, all filed down, nice and smooth. We can paint those up nicely and shouldn't show any mold lines, any discrepancies in how it should actually look. So on here it shows the next step would be just to push those pieces together. So I'll do that in a moment. And it looks like we need number 5 and number 3 for the next piece. So looking on here, looks like number 5 is here, so that's his torso. And then number 3 is right over here. Bit of a shield, I guess. Not quite sure why the numbers are dotted about all over the place, but I guess it's just how they made the sprue, made it a bit easier for pouring or smelting or whatever you do with a sprue. So I'll go away, I'll chop those bits out, I'll file them down. That way you don't have to complain constantly about how I'm struggling to do it on camera. So as you can see, chopped out Scaife. Skaeth his name? Yeah, Skaeth the Huntsman. I've chopped out his torso here. Little shielding me bobby there. And we already had these pieces from before, so now, judging from the picture, it looks like we push these 2 together first, number 1 and number 2, to get the torso, and then hopefully he just slots on at the front. We'll give it a go and see how it works. Excuse my fumbly fingers. So here we go. Push. Big stroke. That feels pretty secure, to be fair. Don't think we're going to need glue for that bit. And then hopefully line this up. And he just, oh lovely, actually clicked into place there. That was pretty good. And where does the shield go? And the shield just goes on the side of his torso, his torso. Which way up does it go? The point at the back, so just to cover on here. Oh, that clips in as well, quite nicely. There we go. Hopefully that'll be okay to paint later, or clipped in like that. I have to get the brush in underneath there. I think that's going to be awkward, but it's what you get for building it before you paint it, I suppose. And then looking at the guide, looks like just some easy bits to chop off. Another shield here. Oh, get it on camera. Another shield on here. His spear looks good, and then his hair. Got to put on the do. And most important of all, don't forget the tiny tuft of grass, I assume. Can't miss the grass. Maybe it's warpstone, actually. I don't know about Age of Sigmar. Is warpstone still a thing? I remember Mordheim from back in the day. That was a good game. That was the last skirmish game I played, to be fair. So I will cut out those other pieces, file them down, clip them on, and then I will come back to you and you can see the finished product. Ta-da! Here we go. Here's Skaeth the Huntsman. All push clipped together, push fitted together. I have to say, probably the best push fit model I've built. It actually could hear it clicking into place. Feels pretty secure. I'm pretty certain I'm not going to need any glue, which is novel. So yeah, that was really quick. A couple of minutes maybe. I know I did some of it off camera, but it was literally a couple of minutes spent. And that's the leader of the warband all ready to go. I enjoyed using the clippers. Nice to get Ben to put his hand in his pocket for once and splash the cash, and it seems like a quality product from very small exposure so far. Yeah, looking forward to getting this guy painted. I'm off now to build the rest of these, basically. Follow the same procedure, go through the instructions that they've handily provided, chop them out, file them, stick them together, just push, click them in, and then we'll be all ready to paint them. So obviously we can do some nice tutorials for you if you're interested in how we're going to paint them. Give us a shout out in the comments. Thanks all for watching, guys.
Not so fast, Benson. I want to have a go. So I might be teaching you guys a little bit to suck eggs here. Maybe building one miniature is enough, but I want to do the other leader. I want to do Grashrak Fellhoof and just see how quick and easy it is. And as Benson mentioned, I'm not used to building miniatures. It was very daunting when I first started, and actually it's super easy, barely an inconvenience. I want to try out these nippers as well, so I'm just going to whiz through the instructions. I'm going to be following number 1 in the instructions, which is for the sheep guy. And first of all, it says you need number 9, which is this staff. And yeah, just as Benson said, I nearly cut off a random bit there. Just trying to work out which bit is the sprue on this. So the sprue comes all the way down and splits onto both of these bits. So just as Benson said, just going to simply get as close to the miniature as I can, just cutting away the sprue. So one little nip on that piece, and then another one on that side, and then there's just a couple more pieces remaining, one there. These nippers are nice. Definitely interested in seeing how they compare to the Red Grass Games ones we've got. So then, as Benson mentioned, this has got a little what's the word, a little peg here. So that's one thing I didn't notice when I first started building them, that you need to carefully not cut off that bit, just cut off the sprue piece holding it on. And that's it. And then that's completely free with the peg fully intact, so we can pin that to whatever it needs to go into. So that's removed. So that was number 9, which is the staff. We need 6, 7, and 8. So I'm just going to go round and do exactly the same, just getting the nippers as close to the miniature as I can and cutting away the sprue. And I'll just go whiz round and do that and be back shortly. And with that, that's it. There's just, oh no, I forgot his base, BRB. And with that, now I am actually done. So just following on exactly what Benson said, I'm now just going to go round, find all the little lumps that have been left. Although those nippers have cut ever so close to the miniature instead of the sprue. It's not left very much on at all. That's almost smooth. Although it has left the little white mark. That's actually very smooth. That should paint over nicely. So yeah, just following on what Benson said, I'm going to go round, find all the little bits where it was connected to the sprue, and just gently file them down, make them nice and smooth so there's no random lumps and bumps on the miniatures that shouldn't be there. So it's just a case of working around all the pieces, and it's fairly obvious where you've cut from. You can see most of them, and really you're just trying to smooth it down so nothing's sticking out on those bits. So be back once I've done all of that. Right, that is all filed down. Everything's smooth. I mean, you can see where I filed, but once you've painted that up, it's going to be good as new. So it's just a question of building it, or a matter of building it. So just following the instructions. So I'm not really sure this order. You're supposed to do this first, or is this like what you do after this? This just looks like what I should do first, possibly. Maybe it doesn't matter, but it looks fairly straightforward. I'm going to stick his head on. This is quite cool. I just noticed that this little peg is so far down. You're putting his head peg right down there in his sort of abdomen. So that just slides in there. That's his face in position. Then you need his torso. And I wanted to make a joke like Benson's horse-so, but goat-so, sheep-so. It's not as good as it doesn't really work. But that clicked in. I see what Benson meant. That really, really solidly clicked in. So that's pretty darn secure. That's not going to come off. Next, I'll just pop on his hand, his staff. Wait, this must be some sort of shaman goat creature thing. It's got his little voodoo-y staff. Some sort of magician, some sort of magic. We shall see. And then, yes, I did remember to do his base. Hang on, I'm missing something. There's 3 holes in this base. I'm going to go and find out what I've missed. Oh, no, it's for his staff. Panic over, guys. See what I mean? Like, if you guys, like, I might be teaching some of you to suck eggs, but if you're like me and you've not built this, it's a panic left, right, and centre, but it always works out and it's all super easy. It's really nice. So, yeah, Benson's right. These are nice models, really solidly clicked together. I will mention there was a couple of mould lines which went during the filing, they were on the miniature, a little bit shining through here still, so I'll go and file that down. So there's a couple of mould lines to deal with, but it's not too bad. And I really like that staff pegs in there as well, keeping it super secure. So, yeah, I think we're safe from glue, to be honest. I've pulled that quite hard and it doesn't really come out. So they're good. They're nice push fits, click fits, whatever you call them. Very, very quick and easy to build. And these guys are awesome. They are ready to duel, except, priming, base coat, highlighting, washing, all the painting malarkey. But then they'll be ready to battle. This guy's going to cast some magic-y spells. And this guy's just going to stab him with a spear. Sounds good. Can't wait to play this. I'm very excited. Let us know in the comments below what you would like to see painted in a tutorial. Thank you all ever so much for watching.
Warhammer. We're not painting it though, are we? We're building it. What an idiot. Is it recording? When did that happen? It's like you're a genie or something with magic hands. When you speaking was this hard.